Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Raw Life Health Show. I am Paul Neeson, and I've been eating a raw vegan diet for many, many years. It's almost 30 years now that I've been eating this way, and I started eating this way because I was stricken with a disease called inflammatory bowel disease when I was 19 years old. It's also known as ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, and it affected my digestion. And I started to think about the things we do in life. And I recently hurt my back and I'm better now, but for a couple of days there, it affected my sleep because every time I moved, it just woke me up. And it's like, how do people live like this? And then I thought about times I fasted from food or times because of my illness I couldn't eat. I thought, how do people live like this without the pleasure of eating or the necessity of sleeping? These are two common results of disease that people suffer from. They've taken away the pleasure of eating or the necessity of sleeping, leading to much, much, much more worse illness and effect. And I, for many years, I'm motivated to stay eating this way so I don't get sick again. And the real core of this is I don't want to lose the pleasure of eating, and I don't want to lose the necessity of sleep. Right. And so I eat this way, and we all have to use whatever motivates us to avoid these things. And people have a temporary pleasure of eating foods they think are great, but I'm talking about the pleasure or the least the security of knowing that I'm not gonna lose this feeling in my life. Many of you that have had a toothache or something and you couldn't eat for a day, or you had to take a blood test, and the doctor said don't eat anything for 12 hours, and you just don't know what to do. And how can you go without food, and how can you go without sleep? But it's only when you get an illness that something happens where your sleep is interrupted or your food is stopped, that you start thinking about all the things you've taken for granted all the time. And then it gets to a point where you just need pain management to get some sleep, or you need some other intervention to get some food in your body that's not going to harm you. It's just a never-ending process unless you go back, and not go forward, but go back to try to understand where this thinking came from about how to treat illness and keep ourselves healthy. And yesterday I was driving in my car with my children and my wife, and I was just thinking about, the delicious food that's available to me. I have many fruit trees where I live, but right now there's not that much fruit on the trees. So I've been buying some citrus from California, which is available right now. And my children started telling me how hungry they were. We're hungry, Dad. We're hungry, Dad. Get us some food. Now, sadly, my children are in a situation where myself and my ex-wife, I share my children with, are no longer together. So I do not have all the decision-making process in what they eat, and they have chosen to eat the standard American diet, which I allow them to do for other reasons that I've spoken about. But that's their choice and their body, and they're old enough to make their decisions. But it saddens me that they would choose that. But I know I've taught them with a good foundation to know what was healthy, and I hope that they come back one day to eating that. But here we are driving, and they say, Dad, we're hungry. And I said, that's wonderful. We got great food. I have a whole beautiful bag of oranges from California. Let's have a nice meal. And they said, Dad, that's not food. We need real food. We need real food. And I remember it made me realize when I first started eating a raw food diet many, many years ago, people used to tell me, when are you going to eat real food? And I'm eating fruits and vegetables. And they're eating animals and carcasses, and they're asking me when I'm going to start eating real food. And then I remembered in my previous relationship with my ex-wife, she used to always say, well, I need real food. You can't just expect me to live on fruits and vegetables. And now I see my children saying the same thing. We need real food. You can't expect us to live on fruits and vegetables. And I see the I don't want to call it brainwashing, but I maybe call it a generational curse or whatever it is. This thinking of people that think that fruits and vegetables aren't real food and we can't survive exclusively on them, but that we need some form of a dead carcass or something other than a fruit or a vegetable to not just satisfy our temporary sensation of hunger, but to satisfy our nutritional needs and to see how off people are. And people stick with that as a child and they go on and on and on and on. Then they get older in life. They get peer pressure as teenagers to eat the same thing. As little kids at birthday parties, everyone's having the cake. We want the cake. Then the teenagers, we're going out and everyone's eating pizza. We want pizza. Then you get older in life, you go on a date and everyone's eating something besides fruits and vegetables. And you become stuck in your ways until you get older in life. And it's harder and harder to undo the habits that you've created. So I'm speaking to you today that it's possible to undo them. And some people say, oh, well, you were sick. You had to do that. When I get sick, I'll change. Think about what you just said. When you get sick, you'll change. Why wait? I know people now that are very sick and they're too ingrained in their habits to change. A good friend came to me recently and said he's really sick. What can he do? What can he eat for energy? I said, just eat fruits and vegetables for a week, for a month. Just do that and nothing else. He's so ingrained in his daily habits of his coffee and his non-fruits and vegetables that he can't even comprehend that it's possible to just eat fruits and vegetables. So my ex-wife, my children, my friends, my family, and all these people, no one can conceive to believe that it's possible to live without coffee, animals, bread. And this is the craziness of this world. I've never had a cup of coffee in my life. I stopped eating animals a very long time ago. And bread is something that I've come to know is not healthy. And it's like these three things people can't seem to get one day without: coffee, an animal, or bread. And if they're not eating animal, they're eating something from an animal. And I don't want to just preach to the choir here. I'm telling everybody that's listening, if you want to be healthy, the way to get started is break that habit. And don't wait till you're sick to do it. Start doing it now. Break that habit and that false teacher teach something. You need to eat something or something like this that's a non-animal or something like this. Let's see here. Break that habit. Break it now. Okay? I'm here to help you. You can contact me through my website, get my books, whatever it takes. I'm here to help you. rawlifehealthshow.com. I have a bunch of videos, recipes, and anything I have on there to help you get better. And if you have questions, post them below. Post them below. And I'll answer those questions. Just stop thinking and get out of the mindset of thinking you need to eat a certain animal or to eat coffee or something. You don't need coffee to stay awake. You don't need an animal to be nutritionally meet your nutritional needs, and you don't need bread to be satisfied. You can survive on fruits and vegetables, and what I want to do and what I do is teach people the type of fruits and vegetables, when to get them, how to get them in the best place or form, not too underripe, and to get a good variety of fruits and vegetables to meet all your nutritional needs. Some people say you can't exist eating that way. Well, I've been doing this for almost 30 years. Some friends of mine have been doing this for almost 60 years. Don't listen to you can't exist. Take the examples of the people you want to be like and the health you want to have and the energy you want to have. All right, everybody, thank you for listening. Please put your comments and questions below. Please share this with somebody that you think might need to hear this. Until then, everybody have a great day. and a great world life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life.